Now, one of the things that you'll be doing from time to time, especially if you get into using the CRM system to keep track of everything, is logging a telephone call. Now, there's a number of different places that you can log a telephone call. In this video, we're going to do the most generic one, which is to log it from the contact record itself. But you can log calls from call reports. You can log them from invoices and service tickets and callback sheets from the special order parts. So there are other places that you would do this, but this is just a generic, I'm calling this customer process. So right now we're in contacts, we've located a customer, and we're looking at their record. Really looking at their record has nothing to do with this. The primary thing is that we have a customer selected up here at the top of the screen. So as long as you have a customer at the top of the screen, and when I say top of the screen, I'm talking right up here just below Lizzie, you have the ability to log correspondence. Now, to do this, all we're going to do is select the new correspondence menu here in the contacts list. And you have a number of different options. Now, when you set up email, you'll also have another email option over here. But right now we have logging a telephone call, faxing them something if you're set up with a fax system, or face-to-face. So really the two primary ones are logging the telephone call, incoming and outgoing, or face-to-face. Now, right now we're only going to cover the logging a call, so we're going to go ahead and select log a call. And so the system comes up and asks me what type of telephone call I'm logging, whether it's an incoming call, outgoing call, sales, support, whatever it happens to be. Now we're going to select that this is a sales outgoing telephone call. Now, I have set up a wizard, which was something we talked about in a previous video, to ask questions about outgoing calls. And in this case, we've got a current recent lead source, and this is giving me information about the customer. It's just review information. Now, that's really not a very valid call wizard, not something I would normally set up on an outbound call, but it's just an example of a wizard. Now, once I get past that wizard, we're now presented with the actual log call screen. Now, I can click off of this and close it. You'll notice down here at the bottom we have a logging call. So the system knows that I'm logging the phone call, and I can actually go to any other part of the application, do whatever it is that I'm trying to do with that customer, and I am still logging the telephone call in the background. So you need to pay attention when you're logging into the system or logging out of the system to make sure that you're not still logging a telephone call for someone down here in the dashboard, and that's the little panel down here at the bottom of the menus. So I'm going to go ahead and select this logging a call again to open it back up. Now, this particular call, outbound sales, has a pre and post call wizard, and I can open them up at any time by clicking the links up here. So you can set up wizards and tell it not to actually automatically open those when they're logging a call, but they still have access to be able to answer those questions from right here on the call log. Now, you can select the option here to keep this window open, which will keep it from closing when you click off of it. You can also pause the telephone call. Maybe you're on the phone and now you put them on hold and you're trying to deal with a customer at the counter. You can actually pause the call and then come back and pick it up. And you can open additional topics. Now, before we go any farther, I want to take a minute to explain topics. A topic is a topic of conversation. In Lizzie, instead of just logging a telephone call like most of the other systems do, we actually allow you to link all of your correspondence to a particular topic, and then you can leave that topic open. You can schedule callbacks on the topic. You can set up opportunities. You can track progress levels on that topic. So, as an example, we already have a topic over here called looking for new unit. Now, if this call is related to this topic, all I need to do is select the link button over here, and it will link this new telephone call to that topic. So it kind of saves me from having to constantly go in and put in a bunch of information because it's now linked it to an existing topic. And then when I click this button here, or the link here, it'll actually show me all of the telephone calls that we have logged to this particular person, everybody we've talked to, and what we've talked about related to them looking for a new unit. Clicking it again will close it. So in this case, I'm just going to select to link it to that particular call. And now you can see that we have a presentation level, progress level that they have reached. We have a opportunity. We feel like we can close this thing. Obviously, this is an old topic, but we feel like we can close it by a certain date. What the probability of closing it is, any information, we can tell it who we're talking to while we're doing it. There's currently a callback scheduled for Jeff, which is one of the sales reps. He was supposed to call him back last December and obviously didn't, because the call is still, the topic is still open. So the point is that from the log call screen, there is a lot of information that we can keep track of, and being able to link all of this stuff together via a topic is a really important aspect of the process. So you want to make sure that the title that you give the topic is descriptive enough to be able to alert the next person that's logging a call for that person, to make sure that they link that correspondence to the existing one, so that you can, with one click, see the whole history of that particular unit sale or whatever it is that you're doing. Now, in addition to being able to log the call, put in the notes, whatever it is that we want to log, we also have the ability to look at interested units. So in this case, we can open up the interested units control and fill in the year, make, and model, any trade information that they may have, and we'll get into more detail on this control later. The point is that from the log call screen, you have access to quite a bit of information related to this particular customer. Now, once we're done, we're just going to select the hang up button, and the system will hang up. And in this case, we've got a post wizard set up to ask the salesperson questions, and that it begins to go through that wizard to ask them whatever it is that we've specified.